Hi everybody and welcome to Tea Tuesday. Yep, it's Tea Tuesday. This is what I'm drinking today. It's Bigelow Benefits Sleep Chamomile and Lavender Herbal Tea, naturally flavored, caffeine free. Got it right here in the little cup. I got a small, very small machine, nothing fancy. And I can do loose tea in it as well. I think I paid for my little machine $20 at Walmart. Not a big spender here. And this is what it looks like. Chamomile lavender. I don't know how my chamomile is going to do in my herb bed or my lavender. But here it is. Oh, it smells wonderful. I should be drinking this before bed. It's a little hotter than I like. I like everything cold. There's sometimes I like tea. I used to like it a lot better when I could eat cookies, but I can't eat cookies unless they're sugar-free. But this is an open collaboration every Tuesday. All you need to do is hit a hashtag, that little mark that goes like this. I'll put it down in the descriptions. Tea Tuesday, and go over and visit the other wonderful women and gentlemen and see what's going on. You can have informal tea, you can have hot tea, cold tea, a beverage of your choice, whatever you choose to drink. It started out being hot tea and then it went into coffee and now it's in a little bit of everybody's doing everything. But it's just a good time to see what everybody's doing. They're either crafting, reading, chatting. You can do whatever you want. And this is on Tuesday. It's an open collaboration, and I'll put everything in the description box below. And go check out the other ladies. Well, you know what today is. Don't be silly, Mr. Twiddle. We get to read a little bit more. I can't get comfortable today. Maggie's been in my chair and I had to take my Easter arrangement down because she was trying to get at it to look out the window at the deer. So here we go. I'll probably be looking down more than I will be looking up. So just to let you know. I know everybody can't wait to find out what Mr. Twiddle's going to get into this week. Here we go. Why couldn't he talk? Why couldn't he open his mouth? Remember, he put glue on his teeth. He thought he was brushing his teeth with toothpaste. And it's glue. Mr. Twiddle, he needs to pay attention. Whatever has happened, do you think? You're being funny, Twiddle, cried Mrs. Twiddle, beginning to get cross. Twiddle didn't think he was being funny at all, but he did think he was being very queer. He worked his lips about, trying to open them, but they were stuck fast. Mrs. Twiddle jumped out of bed. She wasn't going to let Twiddle behave like that to her, mumbling and muttering. Instead of getting her a proper answer, she came sailing in the bathroom, in her dressing gown, looking so furious that Twiddle felt quite frightened. Twiddle, what is the matter with you? Answer me at once, said Mrs. Twiddle, but that was more than poor Twiddle could do. He stared at Mrs. Twiddle and then tried to open his mouth by pulling his stuck together lips. Imagine, can't talk. With his fingers making a curious gurgling noise as he did so, the man's gone mad, said Mrs. Twiddle in fright. Oh dear, I'd better get the doctor. But before she went to get him, she had a look around in the bathroom, and there on the shelf laid a tube of glue. A little golden drop oozing out of the tip. Mrs. Twiddle picked it up and looked at it. Then she looked at Twiddle. Then she picked up the toothbrush and felt it. The bristles were stuck to her fingers. Twiddle, said Mrs. Twiddle. Oh, Twiddle. First you can't remember to buy yourself toothpaste, then I buy it for you, and you go and clean your teeth with glue. I bought to mend the teapot spout, Twiddle. Are you mad or just plain silly? What am I to do with you? Get him a hearing aid. Twiddle stared at the tube of glue in horror. His eyes looked ready to drop out of his head. So that's why it smelled so fishy. Good gracious, he had stuck his teeth and lips together, and perhaps he would never be able to get them unstuck again. Mrs. Twiddles always brought such strong glue. Hope it wasn't super glue or gorilla glue. How many times you guys stuck your fingers together with super glue? I have. You better come to bed before you do anything else silly, said Mrs. Twiddle. Come along. You'll be washing your face with a toothbrush and brushing your hair with the bathroom stool if I leave you for another moment. Mr. Twiddle got into bed very sad and very much alarmed. It was awful to have to listen to Mrs. Twiddle and not be able to answer her back at all. He felt so bad about it after a half an hour of listening to that some big tears rolled down his cheek, and there must have been something very strong in Mr. Twiddle's tears became the drops unstuck the glue on his lips and teeth, and he was able to open his mouth again and speak. Oh, how glad he was. He sat up in bed, opened and shut his mouth like a goldfish. How many of you out there have a goldfish? My children used to have goldfish when they were little. Ooh, said Twiddle, finding his voice again. One more word from you, Mrs. Twiddle, and I'll get the glue and stick your lips together. Just one word. And Mrs. Twiddle was so astonished to hear Mr. Twiddle talk to her like that she didn't say another word. Oh my, I can't hardly believe it. She didn't say another word. So Twiddle was able to go peacefully to sleep after he had washed his lips and teeth, well to rid of the taste of glue. But Mrs. Twiddle did have the last word, of course. The next day, she gave Twiddle the teapot to mend and handed him 2 tubes and a tube of toothpaste and the tube of glue. You probably want to use your toothpaste instead of the glue to stick on the spout, she said in a polite voice. Her polite? Did you all hear that? She was polite. So here are both. Use which you like. And that annoyed Twiddle so much that he actually thought about what he was really doing and mended the spout really well with the glue. Well, woo-ha for Mr. Twiddle on that. Oh, this is really good. Really, really good. Mr. Twiddle lets the cat in. Twiddle, dear, let the cat out, will you? Said Mrs. Twiddle, busily knitting in her chair by the fire. I don't know why you can't teach that cat to open the doors. I wish I could teach Maggie to open the doors, grumbled Mr. Twiddle, getting up. You always say she's very, very clever, and yet she has never learnt a simple thing like that. Well, she's very sharp, the way she goes and sits by the door whenever she wants to come in or out, said Mrs. Twiddle. Do hurry, Twiddle. I shall keep the cat waiting if I like, said Mr. Twiddle, who had never been able to like his wife's cat. He stopped to take something out of a drawer. The cat meowed. Don't call me names, said Twiddle. You're a almost annoying creature. When you're out, you want to come in, and when you're in, you want to go out. I know you. You just plain want to go and have a chat with a cat next door. So you make me get up and let you out, and then you find the cat next door. Isn't that what you want me to get up and let you in? You're a nuisance. Meow, said the cat, and began to wash herself. Mr. Twiddle opened the door, let the cat, went on washing herself. Look at that now. Twiddle aspirated, asking to go out, and she doesn't want to after all. All right. And I think that's a good stopping point. Whoops, and there's the cat, and there's Mr. Twiddle in his drawer. So we will continue next week. Just drop my bookmark and put the bookmark in so I don't lose my place. And we'll finish that next Tuesday or sometime in between. It all depends. I got a lot of things going on. But again, welcome to Tea Tuesday. Bigelow benefits. Sleep chamomile lavender herbal tea. I might stick this in the refrigerator or freezer and have this tonight. I don't think I'll break the glass. It's really good. So I'm going to leave everything in the description box below, how to hashtag, and I hope to see you next Tuesday. Thanks everybody for coming in and sharing tea with me. Have a great day. God bless. We will see you tomorrow. Bye now.